R.I.P. to all the real niggas worldwide.
James, we ain't laughing much. Nothing but big things. Check the hit list, how we twist shit. What changed with the name? We still here, you're rocking with the best. Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. Who's the boss? Dudes is lost. Don't think cause I'm iced out, I'ma cool off. Who else but me? And if you don't feel me, that means you can't touch me. It's ugly, trust me. Get it right, dog, we ain't never left. We just move in silence and left.
He said we ain't never left.
We ain't never left, that's right. Continues. The saga continues. Going nowhere. This is Bad Boy. It's not Bad Boy. You know who it is. It's the Real and Unapologetic Podcast crew. Unapologetic Reef.
What's up? What's up?
And the Real C. You know how we do.
Real C.
Yes, sir. Real C. This is episode 40, however you say it. 20 plus 20. 10 times 4. This is that 40 episode. You know what I mean? We've been here. That means we've been here for 40. Yo, listen, this has been 40 shows shot. We've continued every week, non-stop. This is what you call drive.
Stop.
This is what you call, you know what I mean? Not giving up, not giving a fuck. This is what you got to do, you know? But this is a special show. You know what I mean? This is a special show, man. And I want to say, the one reason why, I mean, see, you know what, I mean, to me, it's special because we still going, man. And our plans are bigger. They don't even know, the viewers don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? So they don't even know what's about to happen. You know what I mean? We about to change spaces. We about to add additional switch up mics, give them better quality sound, quality clarity for the picture, the resolution. I mean, we about to change a lot of things, man. C-Space about to change up. Right. He about to, get a bigger podcast studio. So listen, there's a lot of changes about to go in effect. But the one thing is that you're going to get a chance to roll back and to go back through this season one. Season 1, we killed you guys with 40 episodes. We wasn't even supposed to do that. We gave you 40 episodes so you can catch up on it. Go back to episode 1 all the way up and then watch this last episode, because this one right here, this is a major, you know what I mean? This is a major episode right here, because this is closing out season 1. So you're going to miss us for a while. Yeah. We won't see you guys for a while. You won't see our faces. But if you do want to hear the voices of the Real C and Unapologetic Reef and want to hear some of our craziness and laugh, you got to go check back. Just go back into the archives I always talk about. That's so right. Yeah.
They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. We want y'all to be thirsting for us when we come back.
That's
Just
right.
know y'all gonna be part. Y'all are gonna be part of history, yo.
Yes.
Trust me. When y'all see the new joint and when y'all start looking at what we're doing and all the changes we made, history is in the making, y'all.
History is in the making, man. They try to bring back history. The other night, on Saturday night, I watched Holyfield and Vitor. Holyfield, Evander Holyfield's a boxer, for those that don't know, you know what I mean? But I'm sure everybody knows who Evander Holyfield, the dude that Tyson tastes his air,
Yep.
Tyson gave him he was getting personal with his air. Yeah. So, but they try to bring history back with Evander the other night, and Vitor Belfort, who was 44 years old. Evander, if you don't know, is 59 years old. 59 years old, man. So, like I said, this episode is special because this is episode number 40. On the TRUP show, the Real and Unapologetic Podcast, the Real You Podcast, you know what I mean? But this is I'm 50 and Fighting, episode I'm 50 and Fighting. And the reason why, I call C and I'm like, yo, this is what we should call the show, because just think about it. The last year, from 2020 to 2021, so many black men have died and they didn't make it through 50.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Dude, when
yeah.
I was looking at the list, man, we saying the name of the show is 50 and fighting, but yo, after looking at this list, we might need to change the name of this show to Fighting to Get to 50.
Fighting to get right.
Get to 50. Yo, this is crazy, man.
It's crazy, but that's why I wanted to call it, because I wanted to shout out and give love back to the people who have paved the way for us. Like the people who are still fighting. They 50, like Evander Holyfield, literally. And the reason why I brought that up is because it was there's a lot of people who hate Trump. Trump was one of the commentators during that fight. And I don't know if people know this, but back in the days, Trump used to always commentate on fights back in the days before he was the president. So they kind of brought Trump back in, basic. And I want to say this to everybody, and I know they're probably going to hate this, but they're preparing everybody to see Trump again, 2024. Listen, I know it's
lying, man.
I'm not lying. I'm serious. So the thing is, but the fight was, listen, let me say this like this. Evander, it was a short fight, and it was embarrassing, man. He was throwing punches and spinning into the ropes without nobody hitting him.
Yeah.
I mean, he got hit once, and he just fell that, but I know he's doing it for the money. People need the money, they need the funds, and that's another thing, man. 50 and fighting, or fighting to get the 50. Yo, black men, black people, we got to do better with our money. Like, these are guys that have made millions. Like, they need better accountants or invest in, make better investments, better decisions. We got to start doing that. Buying that fast look and that fast, that the car or whatever. Those are listen, a vehicle is a depreciating asset. Whether you don't know it, it doesn't hold any value unless it's an antique after 25 years old and you have it and it's in pristine condition, and then you go auction it off. Yeah, you can make money off of it if you look at like Sotheby's or whatever, where they have all the auctions or whatever for vehicles. But listen, vehicles, we be doing all the dumbest stuff. So if anything, lease your vehicle. That's the best way to do it. But that's what I'm saying, man. We just got to make better decisions, and just so we don't have to get in the ring, try and get beat up by some young motherfucker, So
yeah.
So I want to ask you this, see, real quick. Is 50 years old the new lifespan for the black man?
I hope not, because I'm 56.
Right. So what? I mean, So what do we? I mean, where do you think we're heading? With our people, with us as black men, because it's not a lot of women, it's the black man.
Yeah.
So what do you think is some of the issues, man, that are underlying, that's causing these issues, man? Meaning death, not an issue, it's death.
Yeah, I think it's part of us trying to live up to that stereotype of it's trying to live up to that stereotype of the Superman.
Right.
You see black men, black men are the envy on this planet, man. Whether people want to admit it or not, they want to be as strong as us. They want to be as fast as us. They want to be able to jump as high as us. They want to be able to look as good as us.
Word.
We tend to try and live that stereotype too much. Sometimes it gets to our heads. We like Superman. Nothing can hurt me, Oh, I'm sick, but you know what? I don't need to go to the doctor. I can heal myself. Nah, man, we got to change that way of thinking. And It's not the way of thinking. It's just the constraints and stuff that society put on us, as far as like healthcare and making sure we eat the right foods. Come on, I told you about the hamburger eating contest back in the day. We got to stop doing stupid stuff like that.
How many burgers you ate? See,
I ate 26 White Castle hamburgers, man, back in the day in one sitting.
God damn, yo. I mean, let me tell you something, yo. There's a spot, I don't even know if you've been there, in Boston, called Tim's. Downtown. It was an old school spot, and this day, I used to go for the summer, so I had a summer job. Boom. This day, I decide to have 3 Tim burgers. Ooh. Now, Tim burgers are like, the hat. Like, literally, they're huge, yo. And I'm talking about, they're so big, they're so thick. the meat's hanging. I mean, they were good, juicy. That's why I had 3 of them, yo. So I decided to go. What's that dude name, man? It was my cousin and this other dude who just like he got paid that summer, that week, and for some reason, me and my cousin, we still paid for all the burgers. You know what I mean? So he was like, I got to see that dude. He owed me some money for them 10 burgers. But yo, listen, ate them joints. I get home, yo, I'm vomiting. Yo, all that shit came right up. Them burgers, yeah, like I told you, man. Yeah, like she said, man, that's not good for us. It tastes good. Food is good. I watch people do it, man. They buy food and they store it, put it in the freezer, just store it away. It's some junk. You know what I mean? Like,
no, and I think that's part of the problem too, because that's all we eat now, yo. Every time, let's go to McDonald's, yo, let's go to Burger King, man. We got away from eating healthy, man.
Yeah.
You know, and we doing what's more convenient for us now, and that's, of course, look, a lot of people, I like cooking.
I love it. Yeah.
I like cooking, but a lot of people don't. They look for the convenience.
Therapeutic.
You know? And you look, man, I mean, everything, man. As black people, we got to be very diligent about our sodium intake. But if you look at all the foods out there that we eat, man, the sodium content, I'm a label reader too, man. I read them labels, man. I mean, they say the daily allowance for your total intake per day should be 2,000 milligrams of sodium. You know, for black people, it should be probably about 1,500 because we more susceptible to the to sodium than other people.
Right.
So our intake should be like 1,500 milligrams instead of the 2,000 that they say is okay. But 2,000 milligrams, if you think about it, that's a whole teaspoon of salt. And you look at the ingredients on some of these foods, like and eating the fast food. I mean, you got some burgers where the burger got like 2,400 milligrams of sodium in it. And I'm saying, okay, who sits there? Who would sit there? When you season your burger, you take a little salt and sprinkle it on there. But because it's coming from a fast food place, they trying to preserve the food for a longer time. So they just load it up with sodium.
Like Five Guys.
Yeah, so they can keep the food longer and a lot of the meat don't go to waste. But guess what? In that one serving, that one burger, you just ate a whole teaspoon of salt on that one burger. Then you get in the fries, that's going to add another 1,300 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you 10,000 milligrams at the end of the day, yo. So we got to start reading them labels, man.
Yeah, I agree, yo. Start reading the labels. I'm gonna put a label up here, right here, so people can see it. Yo, start reading the labels, man. Start reading the labels so you know what your intake is.
Yeah, man.
Yo, man. I mean, that's one of them. See, that's
food.
One. That's one.
Yeah.
I think, and another one I think is stress, man.
Yeah,
the stress.
It's stressful to be a black man in America. Seriously.
Yo, you know why I look at it like this, and I tell people all the time, man. Just think about how many things your hands can hold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this, I got this bottle, and I got this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you try to add more into this, I'm gonna be juggling it. It's gonna be falling, and almost, I'm gonna end up dropping something, right? Something's gonna end up breaking. So so just think of your mind like that, or your heart. Why do if your hand can only hold a certain amount of items, it's the same thing with your heart and your mind. You can't hold that much stress, man. Some of that shit you gotta let go. You gotta learn to let go of it, because that's why people have nervous breakdowns, where they break down because it's too much. Yeah. Some of that shit you gotta tell people, like, you gotta learn to delegate that stress, yo. Be like, look, you want this done? Then you gonna have to do it, because my day is already full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or whatever it is, man, you got to learn to take some of that stuff off you, because if not, it's a silent killer, man. Stress is a silent killer.
Yeah, and it gets you caught up in that like a catch-22 cycle, man, because you live in a stressful life, and you living a stressful life makes your body produce more cortisol, and cortisol makes your body hold on to fat, and fat around your stomach, fat around your
Right.
liver, fat around your heart, and then you on top of that, you eating all the wrong stuff to even add more fat and more
Right.
sodium. So you get yourself into that cycle, and it's hard to break.
It's killer,
We need-
yo.
Yo, straight up, we need to see more black men in yoga classes, man. Straight up, meditating.
real.
Seriously,
But see, it's
meditating
they're
and-
embarrassed, yo. They're
Yeah.
embarrassed to be sitting there when first off the look you got to be looking like with the tights on and shit. Because I know one for me, my nuts hanging out. So, you know what I mean? You in the class, bunch of guys, our nuts is out. Like it's a little awkward. White dudes can do the class because they got small nuts. Black guys would be a bunch of bulgers in there. The bulgers, you know. Yo, I'm serious. It'll be a class where, it'll just be crazy. So I think that's we got to change the dress code to get black men into it, because it's like we can wear some shorts maybe over our tights and all that, and hook it up. So we go in there and be like, yeah, I feel good in this shit. I could do this. But the tights they be wanting you to wear is like, I'm not wearing those tights. Fuck it, I'll be stressed out. I'm playing, but I'm just serious at the same time.
But it's serious. We need to, as black men, we need to do something to help mitigate all the stress that we deal with every day on a regular basis. I mean, it's to the point now in some of these towns. I mean, it's stressful just to drive your car down the street now. And then you see a cop car pull up behind you, and your stress goes through the roof even more. So, yo.
Especially when you don't got your seatbelt on, you go over there, you just stand silent, sit silent and try to grab it.
Yeah.
You know, and just be like, oh shit, this dude is gonna be like, you know what I mean? So and that's another thing. Make sure our shit is together, paperwork is in order. Make sure I'm gonna be honest, man. When I see the cops on the freeway, they could be doing 65. If the speed limit is 70, I'm going through. I'm passing them. I'm not one of those dudes that's gonna hold up. And people have been driving with me, and they look over and they're like, "You won't see the car?" I'm like, "Look, the speed limit is 75. I'm doing 75, and I can even do like about 78, 80, close to that joint. The little extra 5, he ain't gonna pull me over for that. If he wants to go slow and everybody else is scared behind him, I'm not. I said my shit is good. We good. We ain't getting pulled over. If he pull me over, I'm gonna ask him, sir. I'm gonna be one of them guys." Like them white dudes, just, what the fuck are you pulling me over for? What the fuck did I fucking do to you? Why the fuck?
Come on, man. This is bullshit. This is bullshit,
Give me
man.
the fucking ticket already and let me get the fuck out of here. Yo, these guys be cussing at them. They don't do shit. But, serious. The stress, all that, man. Everything C just said. But the stress, stress. So, yeah, definitely. Let's get into some yoga. What do you see, like me, for instance, what I do, we can give some people some pointers. I go cycling. I walk around the lake. Whenever I'm feeling like in the middle of the day, I could have so much going on. Say I got 6 different states we dealing with, some bunch of projects. I'll stop when I feel that stress. I'll get up in the truck, boom, hit the lake, and I'll just go for a walk, clear my mind, free myself of everything. I don't answer my phone. I don't do nothing out there. I just walk around that lake, and it's like, if I do just the lake walk, it's like maybe a mile. If I do the whole park, it's like 4 miles. If I do the park around the lake and all that, it's like 4 miles. And I can go further. But bottom line is, I relieve the stress by walking, man, or I ride my bike. And you have to have an outlet. Or you can go, if you got a little shorty, go ring the doorbell, ring my bell. You know what I'm saying? Hit that doorbell up, relieve your stress, man. Yeah. And no, real shit.
No, seriously, everybody has to find a way.
Find an outlet.
Find what works for you. That's a stress reliever. It might be, you might have to take up a hobby. You might have to start painting or whatever.
See that shit?
You got to find something that puts you in a relaxed state of mind where you're not thinking about all of the stress and all of the other goings on in the world that's got you all pent up and all tight in the shoulders and all of that. You got to find something to relax and also get in some exercise, man. Any type of exercise is a great stress reliever, man. And you know what? With the Oculus, and that joint has so many exercise programs on it, and it gave me a new appreciation for boxing,
Oh yeah, with the Oculus, you talking about those that don't know, it's the goggles, the Vision. What do you call it?
The 3D. It's
3D
an immersive game. You put the headset on, and it's like you in a boxing ring fighting somebody.
Right.
So you gotta duck, throw your jab, throw your hooks, but you fighting 3-minute rounds, yo. It took me a while, but fighting them 3 minutes rounds, you be getting back to the corner, and be like. And you doing that for like like 9 rounds, 10 rounds. That's a good workout.
Word.
And
we need that, man.
Yeah, and it falls into the best exercise that doctors recommend. Doctors recommend that you perform a lot of what they call HIIT exercises, which stands for high intensity interval training. So that means in the boxing ring for 3 minutes, you going hard, throwing punches, moving around, dancing, ducking, moving around, getting your heart rate pumped up almost to its max. And then after 3 minutes, you get a minute rest, and then you back at it. So your heart is working to its max capabilities. Then it's calming down so it can slow back down, and then you back at it again. They say that's the best kind of exercise, man.
Yo, that's nice. And I jump rope. Jumping rope is good too, man. I jump rope. I do like 300 jumps or whatever, and I'll do that throughout the day. Man, listen, just 50 and fighting, man, it's no joke, man. We all are. We're getting close, either in our 50s, approaching 50, but we want to get past that, man. We want to change up the cycle that's been going on. You see, let's shout out some of the names, some of the people that have passed.
Oh man, I mean, and this is just this year alone, man. I mean, you got Prince Marky D, 52, Michael K. Williams from The Wire and other movies and television shows, 54. Biz Markie was 57. I don't know, y'all. Did you used to watch The Parenthood?
Yeah.
With Robert Townsend. Wife.
Robert
Douglas. Yeah, she died. She was 62. Shock G, 57.
57, yeah.
Yo, and I ain't even know about this. Scottie Pippen's oldest son died at 33. Chronic asthma. His name was Antron Pippen. Then you got Black Rob was 51. DMX 50. Dude, I'm looking at this and I'm like, yo, I'm 56. What's going on?
Yo, that's why
I'm saying I feel young, man. But I'm saying what's going on that we dropping like flies at these young ages. I
told you, it's the stress, it's the stuff that's going on, man. I'm telling you, man, stress is a silent killer. Also add on that list Chucky Thompson, who's 53, he died, music producer.
Yeah.
The rapper Steve Gaines, 49.
Yeah.
And then Cameron Burrow, track star and Carl Lewis' godson, was 26.
Yeah. Yeah. And you remember Mums, the poet?
Mums, I know the name.
Yeah. He was in his 40s when he died too. I didn't even know.
Yeah, shoot.
Cat from TRUP. Remember TRUP, the singing group?
The TRUP. Yeah. Spread my wings.
Yep.
Don't think to me, baby.
Reggie Warren. Yeah, Reggie Warren, man. He passed in his 50s.
Yeah, man.
And then even cats that you know is in shape and was working out all their lives is dropping. Marvin Hagler was 66. Now you remember how Marvin Hagler was always in shape, yo. Even when he finished boxing.
Hagler, right.
He was always in shape.
But see, like 66, I mean, not saying that's bad. Yo, 40 and 50 is worse, man.
Yeah, it is.
66 or close to your 70. I mean, I'm not saying that's any better, but it's better than 40 and 50, man. Because after 40, he still had 26 more years, and 50, he still has 16 more years.
Yeah, but see, I look at it like this though, cuz they say you supposed to be ready for retirement at age 65. So in if in Hagler's case, so what? He retired at 65 and he dead the next year. That's how I look at it. That's why, and that's another thing, man. People need to start retiring earlier or finding a
that was the key.
Earlier.
That was the key right there. So
that was
straight up
I think 65, and then you'd be like you just said, You're 65, 70. Okay, so you done worked all your life. You retired at 65. You got what? Five good years left if you're lucky.
Right, yo. That's why I told people when I was younger, man. I was like, I'm retiring at 45, and what I meant was retiring from the white man on my back. Mm-hmm. And I'm just playing around, man. When I say the white man on my back, unapologetic Reeve is crazy, but nah, just anybody else that was on my back.
Ain't say nothing wrong.
Yeah, but just I don't want to be saying like, yo, it's the man, yo. It's the man on my back. But cats in the street, it's the man out there, baby. He's got us. No. It ain't. Yo, listen. You have to take life ownership. You have to take ownership, man. That's another thing I'm doing is, it's going to be all kind of books, videos, and it's called ownership or whatever. And it's just going to basically for you to go to just no different than you going to YouTube, but it just clears all that other bullshit out, all the garbage, and it just gives you things for motivation, ownership, and it talks about, books that you can read, one of them like the 4 Agreements, things that you can get your life and pull your life together, yo. Ownership is everything. Having ownership of yourself. A lot of people don't have ownership. They talk about car ownership and home ownership. Mm-hmm. What about life ownership, man? It's very important, man. Owning your life, because that's the reason, man. If you go busting your ass for somebody else's place, somebody else's company, yo, listen, and I'm not saying that. You got to do what you got to do to get ahead. Mm-hmm. But start planning. Stop worrying about buying that nice car. Do something else. Be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not buying that nice car. The money that I'm thinking about spending on that nice car, if it's $26,000, $35,000, whatever, I'm going to save that up. So then this can go towards my retirement. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start planning your future. So what I call your escape route, so you can get the hell out of it. Yep. Get the hell out of Dodge. You know what I mean? So
be like Kunta Kinte, always trying to get off the plantation, yo.
Yo, that's the key right there. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's. You want to add anything else to this? Because I'm going to start asking some questions and then go on and because there's a stuff, with some recaps I want to talk about from all episodes or whatever. But you want to add something else to it, see?
No, just bouncing off of what you said, man. Yeah, you got to start taking ownership, man, and that's for all aspects of your life, man. You can't be sitting around waiting for a magic pill that's going to get you to lose 50 pounds. You got to put in that hard work. You can't be sitting around, waiting for them to come up with a magic health pill that cures everything. You got to start living right, man. That includes cutting out the fucking cigarettes. Vaping ain't no better. Drinking, look, they say a couple of glasses of wine a day ain't going to hurt you. As a matter of fact, they say it's beneficial. But you don't be needing to be drinking that fifth of Hennessy and every 2 days and getting totally fucked up on the weekends. That shit got to cut out, because after a while, your liver, you can't keep doing stuff that's hurting your body like you're going to live forever, because after a while your body is going to turn on you, man. It's going to be like your liver like, yo, nigga, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done.
Serious, yo.
Serious. That's serious shit.
That's why I sit here and drink. I'll drink so much, and I'll drink maybe on the regular. I can do at least 3 of these a day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I drink. That's 3 quarts or whatever. This is a quart right here. I drink 3 quarts. I drink a lot of water, man. But in the beginning, at first, man, I ain't drink no water. And people, and I understand what people saying. They hate the taste. Listen, throw some lemon in it, or just make it really cold. That joint is good, man. No. Especially if you get the with the electrolytes, water with the electrolytes in it, it's really good, man. You know what I mean? So you can do that, but like I said, throw some lemon in it, or throw some cucumbers is good in your water. Cucumbers, lemon, you can put oranges. You can hook it up, man. Make your water so you can get that what you need, and it makes you feel 10 times better, man. Sometimes we're just dehydrated and we don't even realize it, and you'll be like, I got these headaches and I'm feeling this stress. Dehydration, man, causes so much problems, man. There's so many silent killers, man, that you just got to peep game.
Yeah. And I recommend that everybody tough it out, and go on a fast. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'm a fast for 24 hours. I'm talking about, nah, go on a 7-day fast. And yo, it's like your body resets itself, man. When I went on my first fast, look, my family will tell you I was notorious for my sweet tooth, man. I mean, cookies, cakes, pies, candy, chocolate. Yo, I would sit down and watch a football game. Cats will watch a football game, be eating wings. I was eating coconut custard pies, yo. Watching a football game, knock out 2 coconut custard pies. Watching a football game.
Mad sugar.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I fasted.
I'm with you.
I fasted for 7 days. It was tough, but that's where the discipline comes in, and it's like your body resets.
So what did you drink?
I drank water with a little Himalayan salt in it. Okay. And that's it.
And that's it. And all you had was water.
Water. That's it for 7 days. And then when you come off of it, I mean, you got to start back slowly. You got to start back by putting the right stuff, back into your body. But yo, it's like your whole body says, okay, and it resets itself, man. I have no cravings for sugar now. I might have the occasional cookie, but I'll eat 1 cookie and I'm done. That's it. I'll eat 1 cookie and I'm done.
But I won't suggest this to everybody. Don't go do a 7-day fast and
without checking with your doctor.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Don't go do C. C is a bit crazy. So don't just go, you know what I mean? Don't just go do it and just be like, boom. And then, next thing we call your name out on the next episode. G.
And water. Y'all see every show I'm drinking my water.
Right. That's how it is, man. You got to drink water.
3 or 4 of these a day.
Yeah, that's how I am, yo. I keep the cases of water. When I picked that up, man, I used to live in AZ. So you have to drink at least a gallon out there with that heat. You know what I'm saying? Because you get dehydrated quick. So I drink a lot of water. But drink water. It's definitely beneficial, man, for the body. Let's get into This is a couple things, man, just to catch people up on what's going on in the news. Something that I read. Larry Elder, man, defends the murder of Trayvon Martin. He says being angry at the minority of thugs who are committing the crimes, saying don't be mad at George Zimmerman, because that's who he wants. He said, I want a George Zimmerman living in my community. He said everybody should want that. And honestly, man, one thing I gotta say to Larry is, man, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, for real, man. You're kissing, and I wrote this down. I said, you're kissing white folks' asses straight in the center. No one deserves to die who's unarmed. I get it. We have criminals in this world who have signed up knowing the rules of the game. They signed up knowing, boom, all right, you robbing somebody, hurting somebody, breaking in a home. Definitely, there's rules of the game. If they catch you on their property, you dying. I get that. But if you unarmed, that shouldn't be a part. So Trayvon Martin was not one of them. I believe Trayvon Martin might have been doing some form of drugs and decided, like they said, with the Sprite and the Skittles or whatever that is, and decided to walk through a nicer neighborhood that no one knew him so he can be on the low. And that's what it is. And took a cut home. And listen, everybody's done it. I done smoked weed when I was young. You go around the other block, not your street. You gonna go down Riverside where the white folks is at, where nobody knows you in the neighborhood, and you gonna do your thing. So I believe that's what he was doing, taking a shortcut. And then you had George Zimmerman out there who was probably dealing with some other anger issues or whatever. So like I said, Larry Elder, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, stop. You kissing ass, man. And here you are, you Trump, believer and all that. And come on, man. You don't got to do that. You're brother, man. At least you look like a brother.
Yeah. But and too, at the same time, this is a little sideways on the subject, but we got to stop waiting for the police to come save us. We got to start policing our own neighborhoods, Right. And I look at it like, the criminals and stuff in the neighborhood. Everybody knows who those cats are.
Right.
Everybody knows. But we always, like I said, we always waiting around for somebody to come and save us. Now, if Larry Elder was talking about, we need to start doing that in our own neighborhood, I agree. But for him to say that Trayvon Martin was wrong and George Zimmerman was right, yeah, he need to shut the fuck up with that, But
real.
Seriously, and
right, we need our neighborhoods protected. We need to have a neighborhood watch, but we don't need to have a neighborhood shootout though. We're just killing innocent people that are walking through our neighborhoods, and we don't want them there. Or like they say, we don't want their kind there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make you all privy to a conversation I had back in the day at work one day, and this was during the Trayvon Martin incident. So this white guy that I associate with, up until this point, I thought he was cool. Typical white guy and everything, but he was cool. I had to work with him, and the conversation came up, and I'm like, is this how the majority of white people think? Now he was like, but see, George Zimmerman did the right thing because he noticed somebody that doesn't normally belong in his neighborhood. Look, the neighborhood is open to the public. Anybody can walk down any street.
Right.
Anybody. Okay? Just because you see somebody that you've never seen before in the neighborhood does not mean that they're a threat.
Right.
So we got into it back and forth. So I said, I'm just gonna give him a name. I said, so Bob, I was born and raised in Harlem. I said, a white guy walking through Harlem in the middle of the night is strange. So let's imagine it's your son walking in my neighborhood at night in khakis and a button-down shirt.
Right.
That's strange in Harlem. Right. So because I see him walking through Harlem like that, it's okay for me to accost him and possibly kill him because he doesn't look like he belongs here? Oh no. That's different. That's different.
Why is it different?
My son's a good kid. So basically what you're saying is that all black kids are bad kids.
Are bad kids, right.
That's I'm like, when he said that, I'm asking myself, so is that really how all white people think? Because definitely a white guy walking through Harlem in the middle of the night in a button-down shirt and khakis and loafers is strange in Harlem.
Man, listen, that's another dude that needs to shut the fuck up. But, yo, who wears the most hoodies? White kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, college, that's it. Hoodies, Hoodies.
That's
Abercrombie and Fitch, hoodies. Yep. American Eagle, hoodies.
Yep.
Gap, hoodies. I mean, that's, hoodies. You know what I mean? All them stores I named, and there's a list of, hoodies, man. The kids that I used to work, Tom McCann back in the day, sell shoes. One of the kids, man, cool kid or whatever, he lived in like Milton in Mass or whatever. Mm-hmm. And dude, that's what he wore, man, was hoodies. Hoodies, man. And like I said, man, ain't nobody deserve to die because they wearing a hoodie and because they walking through a neighborhood that's not theirs. You know what I mean? So people, we gonna move on from this. But like I said, you saying some crazy shit, shut the fuck up. Yeah. So, all right. So we got, for the viewers, man, got a question, right, that they wanted us to answer. So what happens when you let someone use your stuff and they mess it up? Are they held accountable? Or are you held accountable for being the trusted person to let them use it? Now I want you to wait. So I'm going to tell you the story. So this is how they said it. They said, a motherfucker borrowed my car, ran it through the construction site, got tar all over it, then got mad when I complained that it wasn't clean fully after waiting a month on my shit. Stains everywhere, but they say they were tired. So what should I do?
That sound like an ass whipping to me. Seriously, you can't. If that's your boy, and you gonna treat your shit like that. That's it, man. He gonna say he tired.
Real shit. He tired. That's why he didn't clean it.
Let your tired ass walk that day you asked to borrow my car, nigga.
They wait a month. And so you had a whole month to get it right.
Oh nah, see, if they was dealing
a whole month.
If they was dealing with C would not be waiting. He'd be like, listen. All right, you ain't gonna clean my shit? I'm gonna go make your mama clean my shit.
and then I might take her out to dinner.
Yeah. But you know that ain't your boy if he did your shit like that, yo.
Right, that ain't your boy,
and
man.
then
Come on.
yo, the way this world is now, you got to be very specific now.
But you know what? See, let me say this, man. That might be your boy, but he might need a fucking check.
Yeah,
you might have to check him because he might be just a lazy fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He might just be a lazy fuck that you might have to be like, yo, listen, come on, man, clean my shit. Yo, we going there right now. And then me personally, I'd be like, nah. Don't sit down. Let's get in this shit. And we driving up here, you cleaning my shit. Give me, we're gonna go take it to the car wash, and you're gonna do this shit by hand and whatever until we get the motherfucker off. So we're gonna keep going in, spending money until this motherfucker's done. Because when I gave it to you, shit was clean.
Yeah.
And I'm funny with my shit, man, because I wash my shit all the time. So you take my shit and come back, you might not come back. It might be a Goodfellas moment for you. Just like, I don't shine shoes no more.
Yo, that scene is crazy, yo.
Yo, that scene is crazy. Yo, I told you, Tommy, I don't shine shoes no more. Yo, go home and get your fucking shoe box. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't shine shoes, yo. You might be missing because don't do my shit like that. I don't like that shit. So, yo, listen. So you heard us.
Yeah.
Check the person, check them, and then if they, don't be the dumbass and then lend it again.
Yeah, that's the way.
That's it.
He had one time, man.
Right.
He had one time and he fucked up, so you never do it again. If you do it again, then it's on you.
It's on you. You're accountable. Right. I agree with that.
First time, nah. But and what's sad about it though is that even in today's society, man, you might, if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta take pictures of your shit before you lend it out. You be like, yeah, all right, nah, you see my shit ain't. Then you gotta go like you be turning a rental car when he come back with that shit. You gotta walk around the car and shit
with the slip.
That's some credit card side damage right there. All right, that's a little ding. But if he come back with that shit all messed up, nah, you gotta check him right there. Swipe his credit card, man. Put the charges.
For real, something cash app you 150. That's the damage. Whatever, serious. But so basically you are held accountable if you do it again. What's that thing? Fool me once.
Yep.
Shame on me. Fool me twice. No, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's on you if you get fooled again. You know what I mean? All right. So the other thing, Candace Owens, man, was banned from taking a COVID-19 test at the Aspen, Colorado COVID Test Center recently in Colorado. This was on September 1st. My thing is, they banned her because they don't like her political views. So if COVID-19 is this huge, she's visiting Aspen. Now, you know how Aspen is. Lots of paper. You know what I'm saying? Why would you ban her from taking a test when she could have COVID and walking around everybody, and you ban her?
Yeah.
Huh? And then the lady got like pissy with her, was like, and guess what? This is the only COVID test site, here. And it's like, the other one is like an hour away. So, and you have to send that out. So, good luck. Why would you do that? Even if you don't like her, I would just, let her test. Test, man. Make sure you good. If COVID-19 is supposed to be this,
leave it to this country to find a way to politicize a pandemic.
Right.
That's what it is, man. They done made this pandemic political.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not. It's about people's health and people's choices. And you can't deny somebody a COVID test because you don't like what they saying. Now you violating their First Amendment rights.
You are.
You can't do that. But look, like I said, somehow this country found a way to politicize the pandemic, and
Listen,
that shit is all fucked up.
see, you know they were gonna do that, man. That's what they do, man. They do it. They find a way. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's to make money, man. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's to capitalize off it, to make money. That's all, and that's what this country is all about, baby. Be fun. You will die. You could be in their hospital on their bed. Doctors would be like, well, have a discussion. Well, you don't have insurance.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, you're gonna have to go home, and you're gonna have to die there.
Yeah, and we was talking about.
We was talking about that, right?
Yeah, we gotta think about it, people. The insurance companies and hospitals literally play God.
Right.
You know, if you got the good plan, you got the good plan. Oh, well, Mr. Smithers, we found a lump in your MRI, and it's definitely cancer. But I'll tell you what, you got the good plan, so we're going to throw everything that we got at it, and we're going to get you out of this in good shape. By golly, I guarantee it. But if you a poor person and you ain't got the good plan, your shit is terminal. That's what they tell you. Oh, ain't nothing we can do. Insurance company, you don't think they look at the insurance information first?
Yeah, they do.
That's why they take that shit first when you come into the hospital. Let me see that insurance card.
The lady following you around. You could be anywhere. She following with that little card to make sure she get that insurance. Right.
Yeah. So if you ain't got the good plan, that same lump that Mr. Smithers had that you got, yo, that shit is terminal. Oh, it's not, and then they'll tell you there's nothing we could do. Oh, you just need to go home and prepare your family and make yourself comfortable, Mr. Jones. I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news, but all the while he's sitting there looking at your insurance. Well, the insurance ain't gonna pay for that. Insurance ain't gonna pay for this treatment. Oh, well, I guess Mr. Jones is gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break the bad news to him. That's how it goes down. But we sit here and we take that. We take that shit, man. People, we got to start waking up, man.
Yo, listen, man. Me and C, man, we always we have these tough discussions and stuff between us two, but we all need to get together. You know what I mean? That's why I tell you guys all the time, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. You gotta comment, man, so then that way we can have these discussions together, and we can start having the discussions as a people. Everybody says they want things to change, but nobody's really doing nothing about them. You know what I mean? And I know it starts with you as an individual first, the man in the mirror, the female in the mirror, but we have to have these discussions together so we can start making those changes. You can hear us and listen to us all day, but we need to hear your comments. I need to, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Send a text, reach out, call, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
But the comments need to be heard so we can start having these discussions, because we're not afraid to be unapologetic, to be real, to be TRUP.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, man. TRUP is in the Urban Dictionary, man. So it's now in the Urban Dictionary. So so it's just to be real and be, to be unapologetic, man. Yeah. But another thing, man. Here we go. We feeding y'all this episode 40, and then we're gonna do a recap through the rest of through our whole season 1, 40 episodes. Ain't nobody ever did it like that before. And we just broke out and gave you episode after episode after episode. We found the topics. We planned things. We put it together. And in the beginning, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And we still don't, but we still keep going. You know what I mean? And we learn as we go. So, for the ladies, for C though, this for C, but for the ladies, does the side bitch have the right to get mad?
Ooh. Yo, honestly, no, I say absolutely not, because you knew what you was getting into. You knew you was going to be the side piece. So when you agree to that, you got to play your position. And if you don't like the position, then you should have never agreed to be the side piece. Right.
So you saying that she don't have the right to get mad? Like there's nothing that she could say if he's like boom. He gets home, and and his girl or his wife or whatever, she's like, you know, well, we're going up to Aspen. Let's use Aspen or whatever. We're going to Aspen for the weekend, and he was supposed to go back out with the side piece, and he got to call her and let her down, give her the bad news. She's supposed to just take it. Mm-hmm. So she's that. What is she? Like the employee that's just on call.
Yep, she's
on call. She's on call.
She's on call. That's it. I mean, you can't get mad. If you willingly, now it's a different story. If you didn't know he was married or whatnot, he didn't tell you.
No, but listen, listen, man. Some of them don't know, and then when they do know, they still stay. So what about them? Do they? How does the contract work? Does the contract, is it voided because they didn't know and then they stayed, or does it still kick in?
Look, it's about choices. If you found out, if he lied to you and you didn't know you was the side piece, but then you found out later, it's your choice.
It's a choice, right? So she's still signing the contract.
It's your choice to stay and go.
Right.
But if you knew about it from the start and you one of these women who be like, well, once I put this on him, he gonna leave that bitch. Or once I do this, he gonna leave her. Once he be around me, he gonna leave her. Then look, you deserve everything you get. And some of the things you're gonna get, Christmas is either December 24th or December 26th. Thanksgiving, you're just gonna be eating leftovers, You ain't gonna get no holidays. You ain't gonna...
Right. But see, there's the dudes that are brave and bold, that they lead a family. You know what I'm saying? They lead a family and they go out there with the side bitch because side bitch is winning at that moment because she's pulling strings. Mm-hmm. Because in her contract somewhere it says, I get one of those holidays. You and I've heard you listen. See, this is the Real and Unapologetic podcast where we touch shit that you don't really want to talk about. The shit that people are afraid to hear about. And, listen, look. Now we're going to get into some real shit because I once had the side bitch, if we want to call that. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people who've had side bitches, And the thing is, like I said, at the end of the day, they're going to fight for that time. So as dudes, this is something that you don't want to do. And I'm saying it's the reason why I talk about the stuff that I've been through is because I'm past it and I want you to get through it as well. And you got to be smarter. So the thing is, the side bitch, and I don't want to call female, we're just using that as a tagline. I'm not calling women bitches, you know what I mean? But that's just the terminology that everybody calls it, the side bitch, So, the side bitch, basically, she's going to eventually get tired of being on call and being on standby. You know what I mean? While you're out, hanging out with the family and kicking and everything, eventually she's going to get tired and she's going to ask for more time. Eventually you're going to see a location in our home that has your clothes, drawers, socks, and everything that you didn't even buy. That's going to be there, for you, for change clothes and all kind of stuff. There's going to be meals and times that you're going to have to spend time, quality time, because she wants some QT as well. Mm-hmm. So those are the hours that you're going to be getting in late, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. You're going to have to make up all these excuses of why and where you've been and lie on Tyrone and everything like that. Bottom line is, at the end of the day, man, don't put yourself in these situations because as the man, like I said, man, as the man, you're going to be held responsible in the end, no matter what. Let's go back to the beginning of the Bible with Adam and Eve. Regardless of what Eve was doing, when God came back, who got in trouble? Adam did. Mm-hmm. Adam got in trouble because of the fact that he was told not to do something. And he still went against it. Like, she did this and I did. And yes, women can be persuasive and they can pull shit because, they got it. They got it. Dudes, they see women, they see the coochie, they see the boobs, the titties, the pretty eyes, the face. And women are beautiful, definitely. But they lose their fucking minds. And they will fucking burn down their homes for these fucking side bitches. And just being real, see? It's real. And dudes will do it. And I'm trying to tell you that I've been in that situation. I've been there. And like I said, man, it's not a place that you want. You don't want to put you have a family having to go through all this stuff that comes up behind it because there's repercussions behind it. No matter how good the pussy is, that pussy's gonna bite back. It's gonna bite back. You know what I mean? So
got teeth.
It's got the snap back. So yeah. So the thing is, man, my suggestion, man, is if you don't want to be married anymore, then get the fuck out. If you don't want to be in a relationship anymore, then get the fuck out of that. You know what I mean? So, and for the side bitches, when you sign up for this, know that you are signing up for no benefits. You're working a job that has no benefits. Yep. If you do happen to get paid on that day, be thankful. If you get paid time off, you know what I'm saying, off that day, like, you know, when you take off work and they go, you know, if you take a day off, your sick day, you don't get no pay. This is no pay. So if you happen to get it and they go, Jennifer, we still going to give you pay. Be happy, be thankful. And what I'm saying is, being a side bitch, you have to be thankful for that time that you are getting. And it sucks. So I'm just being real. And I know guys are probably going to be like, this motherfucker, boy. Yeah. And women are going to be like, but I'm just being real. Listen, we got to smarten up, because there comes a time that you're living your life that you're going to, listen, you resentment. You're gonna end up, and this is why I break shit down this way, because it's a pattern. It's a pattern, but it's a cycle that happens, and then it bleeds into all these things and these other things. So you think everything is great and gravy, boom, and it's cool, but then it ends up reaching to that point where that it burns down. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be cool. You guys are hanging out, enjoying yourself, kicking, and eventually, like I said, she's going to want more time from the man. She's going to demand more time. Your wife is going to start wondering where you're going, why are you coming in so late. All these things are going to happen and play. But like I said, side bitch, you have no right to get mad because you signed up for this. So what I'm saying is, man, and dudes, the other thing on my list, man, fellas have to start being like women. And if you are going to be doing some cheating or whatever it is that you're doing, be smart like women, man. Don't fucking put Patrick's name in your phone for Keisha. So when she's calling and you're with your girl and it keeps being blown up by Patrick, and now we in cars that have Bluetooth, so it blows up in every fucking body. The kids in the backseat, the baby saying, "Dad, pick up the phone, Dad, I want to talk to Patrick," because the baby knows Patrick. So he's like, "Oh, Patrick," and here you go, "Oh, babe, no, that's Patrick calling. No, babe, I don't want it." Baby, yeah, answer it, because it might be important. It may be Trish may be dealing with something, and Patrick may be calling you. Now your ass is fucking stuck. Then you gotta answer the fucking phone, and you're silent as shit. And acting like you listen, don't put yourself in that predicament. And I'm just saying that, and because women are a lot smoother. And the reason why I say this is because, one, women will have a number and will fucking just leave the number, and they'll have the number ring, know who it is, know it's fucking Kenny calling her, but she will look at the fucking phone and will deny the motherfucker, deny. Oh, I don't know this number. I'm not answering that. And you just see a number and you don't question shit. You know why? Because you get the same call sometime from random fucking numbers, and you just go, okay, that's just a random number. She don't have fucking Trish in it. She don't have Keisha calling her. It don't say none of that shit. Yeah. And she told me something earlier. What was it that you said? You had a friend that
I had a friend at work, and people knew she was married. People knew she was out there. And we sitting at the lunch table one day, and her phone started ringing, and she's like, what it came up? It came up as spam risk. So I was like, "Oh, you get that on your phone too?" I said, "Yeah, they done changed the laws or something." She was like, "Nah, that's that's so-and-so. I ain't gonna say no names."
Right.
But yeah, she got people on her phone. She got somebody listed as unknown. She got somebody listed as spam risk. She had somebody listed as account management or account services or something like that.
See what I'm saying? Guys, you gotta get smarter, man. Put your freaking side bitch as Capital One. Just put it down as Capital One. Bank of America. Be smarter. Don't put Patrick. Chris. Jimmy. No, that's your friend. That's your real friend. And then if it's not your real friend, your lady is. Listen, women are detectives. They are detectives. And that's what that intuition shit is, because they have this knack to read body language because they see how you react. And trust me, she's recording every move when you answer the phone for Patrick. And then when she sees the fake Patrick, she knows how you respond. She knows how you go for the phone and go, oh yeah, that's my boy Patrick. Mm-hmm. But when you don't and you go so smooth and go, oh nah, babe, I don't feel like talking to Patrick. She's wondering why, because you talk to him all the time about the game every fucking 5 minutes, because she's driving you crazy in the car and she knows you would normally pick up for Patrick just to not talk to her. So the fact that you do Patrick, you fucked yourself. And then you go, hey, how did you know I was doing some dummy? She knew because Patrick is the name of the girl. So listen, man. Listen, guys, get smarter, man. Get smarter. And I'm not encouraging and telling anybody to cheat, but if you're gonna fucking do it smooth like the women. And I've learned it from women. Women, I'm saying this stuff and seen it, I've seen it. We've seen how women are behaving, man. And they got you guys. They're winning. They're fucking.
If you're going to use Patrick as your ploy, you got to let Patrick know. So in case the conversation comes up, now she might see Patrick at the supermarket, and she might be like, "Yo, why you always calling so and so at the most inopportune times? Why you calling them? You called them today, and we was trying to watch our movie, and you just kept interrupting us." And Patrick would just, "What? I ain't called them. I don't know what are you talking about. I ain't called them today." She's like, "Hey, you just called them like 4 times." That wasn't me. Patrick in the dark. And sometimes guys ain't fast on their feet.
They not fast on their feet, cuz. That's why I'm saying this, because guys, they suck with it. They suck with it, man. Big time. They suck. And I'm going to tell you a story. One of my, I got a lot of stories, man. So you're going to hear a lot of stories on the episodes of the Real You podcast, the Real Unapologetic podcast, TRUP. You're going to hear a lot of stories because I got a big pass, huge pass, and a greater future. So listen, we partying and shit, get back to the home. We back to our Cosby shit, and that's what me and my boy used to call it. We back in our Cosby sweaters, back at the house. You know what I mean? He's in his house, I'm in mine, boom. I get a call next morning. Next morning I get a call, and his wife never calls me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So now he got me on the stand, and that's what I call it. I call him, I always joke with him, I'm like, you put me on the fucking stand early in the morning without telling me shit. So he's on the other line. She's like, Sharif, yelling my name, and she's like, well, who's such and such? So he goes, tell her the truth, Reef. Listen, so I'm gonna tell you right now, the realest shit, and this is why I'm gonna say this, because if you got a boy, y'all have to be, you guys have to understand each other's language and understand each other's get up and understand, and that's your boy. That's how you know if you got a real true friend. If you guys, you don't even got to say nothing, he knows the shit. He goes, tell her the truth, Reef. I told the truth, right? And I told the truth. It was the truth. And now she goes, oh, okay. Well, that's what he told me. And I'm like, all right. So then after that, boom, get off the phone. He calls me back. I said, how the hell you tell me to tell her the truth? He was like, Reeve, because I told her, and he said, your shit was exactly what I said. And I'm like, how the fuck did it work out like that? But listen, it was funny. It's a funny story. It was this girl, this female, whatever, that was on him. And she was, a little crazy. Boom. I ain't going to say, did he hit it or did he not hit it? We're not going to do that. But bottom line is she was crazy in the end and blowing his phone up. So that's what I told her. I was like, listen, the girl was crazy. And I was like, she kept blowing his phone up and she'd try to call me. I was like, that girl, boom, and whatever. Bottom line is, listen, it was funny story. But yeah, so you got to make sure your boys and all this know. So like, guys, listen, get smoother with your shit. Ladies, stop being a side bitch. Unless you want to, unless there's some benefits, because I know there's some women, and I'm not going to knock this shit, there's some women, that are into that, man. They're cool with it. Yeah, they're cool with the side, but you know why? Because it's less work for them. They like to go home and be at peace and be chill and not have to deal with nothing, you know what I'm saying? And they just he's a sugar daddy, and he's just taking care of them or whatever, and they love that. Yeah. But, listen, man. All right, so we need to recap. Oh, yeah. We need to recap, man. And another thing, man, on the way here from the airport, male enhancement drugs, man, are getting crazy now. Like the damn near commercial, man. I'm in Uber and the commercial's like, if you're a five, why don't you take it and become a 10? And if you're a 10, then why don't you just become a 15? I'm like, what the hell? In the middle of broad day, it's not night. It's not 2, 3 in the morning with the quiet storm. This is the fucking day. Your kids could be in the car and they're just like talking about enhancing yourself. You know what I mean? So it was funny, man. I'm like, this world has come to they don't give a fuck. Nothing censored no more. There's no censorship. They don't care, man.
Nah. No, I was watching a video today, like some of the stuff that they be asking kids to learn in school now, man. I mean, honestly, I think we got to start looking at some of these teachers, because I think some of the teachers be getting off to some of these assignments, man. I mean, this lady sat down and read a list of assignments that were given to kids.
Wait, see, when you say getting off, you talking about getting off?
Getting off.
Getting off, okay.
You had teachers in classes, I don't know if it was a writing class or what, but they giving out assignments like telling teenagers and kids that might still be underage. They telling them, write about how you felt about your first sexual experience.
Huh?
Yeah, tell us.
Back in the days, we used to have to get a signature from my parents for that shit.
Yeah, but no, they assigning stuff like this to kids in school now. Tell us about your first sexual experience. Was it good or bad? And like I said, some of these teachers might be perverts up in there. They sitting there, oh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh, that was a good one. Ooh, let me read the next one. Ooh, oh yeah. But you should have
crazy, man.
You should have read. You should have heard some of the assignments they was giving these kids, man. And some of it wasn't even all sexual, but it was like, how could you ask a teenager or a kid to write about something like that? One of them was like, imagine you're a serial killer. Tell us about your victims and why you chose them. What?
Huh?
Yeah.
The fuck are they saying? What are they breeding now?
As parents, people need to make sure they know what's going on in their schools, man. You know
how when people they're trying to get their kids back into school because they haven't had a break for 2 fucking years. You know what I mean? So they're trying to get the kids back in. So now they're like, they probably don't give a shit. They're like, just take them.
Take this kid.
Right. Take them. Say whatever you want to him. Fucking touch him. You know, like, it's fucked up. That's fucked up. But back in the day, see, we used to have to take a permission slip home to the freaking mom, dad, whatever signs it, you bring it back. You know what I mean? When it was sexual ed and all that.
Yeah, you had to sign. Now
they can just do shit.
Yeah, we're gonna be
right. You had to get it signed when you talked about anything with sex, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not no more. They just and put your IG at the end. That's fucking crazy, yo. Yeah. This world is crazy, man. But nah, real shit, man. Yeah, man. So just a recap, man, through all the episodes. Meet Your Mark 1 and 2. When we talked about, I mean, what we got? See, we let me go through here real quick, and
yeah, we talked about everything, guys. But you know what? Maybe when we come back for the next season, maybe we should have like question of the month, and the person who asks the question gets to appear on the show and ask the question, and we discuss it right off the bat.
Right, I'm with that. Yeah. So that's we had the political bullshit. I mean, there's so many freaking episodes, man. What's this? Control Your Damn Emotions.
Yeah.
The Buck Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Buck Busters, right? Butt Busters, or what was it?
Buck Breaking.
Yeah, butt breaking. Political ain't always correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there was so many, man. Accidental discharge or deliberate shooting back on that Dante Wright case. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man.
These are the conversations that need to be had, man, because we trying to bring everybody together, but if you're not having a discussion, it's not going to work, man. You got to start talking about these things and talking about them in the real way, not in the politically correct way, or I got to say something so I don't offend this person, or I don't. Look, you got to talk like you normally talk. You got to say what you normally same stuff that you saying in the back room or away from the crowd is the conversations that we need to have.
We don't want to talk like we're writing. We just want to talk. You know, when you write and you can write anything, you know what I'm saying, and fix it and correct that. And so, that's not good to say. No, you just want to talk. You want to be and touch those emotions. So in that way, you can expose what and reveal what you feel about it, and that person can also tell you. And then it helps you, man. It helps you, man. It helps you out. Just having real discussions, giving feedback, boom, getting feedback from something, and hearing somebody else's their view and their perspective on it. Listen, this is what's going to help us, man. This is what's going to help us. And then, you know, I'm tired of them saying that, you know, blacks, you know, there's a bunch of mental illness. It's like we get labeled and diagnosed with new shit every day.
Yeah.
All the time. It's just, you know, it's just all the time. It's somebody else's. Oh, he's bipolar. He's this. He's a narcissist. He's this. It's that. Like, look, man, it's too much stuff going on that.
Yeah.
Yo, we just need to have discussions, man. We need to sit down and have discussions. You need to get that shit off your chest. Stop stressing. Stop holding on to things. Let some of that shit go. And that's it. And keep it moving, man. Forgive. Yeah. And that's a big thing, too. We had a show on forgiveness. Forgive. You know, ladies, especially. And punk-ass dudes, forgive.
Yeah. Yeah. People, I don't know how they... Look. I don't know, Reef. Are you the same person you was when you was 8 years old? People. It sounds simple, but people fail to realize that. You know, something. If I said something to you when I was 7 years old, you got to realize that came from a kid.
Right.
That came from a kid who didn't know better.
With a kid's mind and a kid's thought process.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't, if I said something to offend you when I was 7 years old and I'm 50 now and you still talking about that shit, that's not my problem. That you gotta let that shit go.
Right. You gotta move on, man.
You gotta let that shit go.
Right now, that's real shit, man. You gotta move on. You gotta be able to be that strength. It takes strength to forgive. That's strong. Yep. It's weak to hold shit over people's head and to be angry.
Yeah.
That's a weak, man. Anger is a weakness. It's just like anybody can get fucking angry. It's easy. All right, what the fuck? But to be calm, to remain calm and relax. Yo, it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant, yo, that people can do that. Just remain calm like Bruce Lee. Calm motherfucker. Still could kick your ass because he knows he could kick your ass. So he's calm. Like, I don't think you want to do that. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's it. And just chill. Yeah. Like, remain calm, man. You don't got to just wild out and nah, man. We got to learn to let stuff go. We got to, and people will stop diagnosing us and labeling everyone being labeled and, you know, as bipolar. And listen, just talk about it. If you got an issue, you don't got to yell and argue about it. Call the person and ask them, like, yo, can we sit down and have a discussion, man? I want to talk to you. And just have a real discussion. Mm-hmm. And then accept what that person says. Agree to disagree and keep it moving. You're not gonna agree with everything they say, or you're gonna like everything you hear comes out of their mouth. You damn sure don't like what we say on the show. Yeah. You know, not everything. You laugh at it, or you might say, you know, they're crazy or whatever, and I'm sure you disagree with some of it. But at the end of the day, you keep it moving. The show's off. And that's it. You don't carry it home with you and go, this goddamn guys, I can't stand these fucking guys. And then no, man, you just keep it moving. And that's what you got to do in life with people that you see on your everyday basis, family members and everything. Just keep it moving. That's it. They say something to you and you keep it moving. Okay, cool. All right, you feel like that. All right, that's it. You know, we got to free ourselves from all this stuff, man. I'm free.
Yeah. And then we gotta stop falling prey to the hoodwink, man. We gotta start coming together and remembering. Look, they pitting everybody against everybody else. They want it like that.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The bottom line, it's not about black versus white. White versus Indian is black versus Chinese. That's what they want us to think.
Right.
Honestly, it's all about being rich and being poor.
It is.
That's all
that matters. That's the new color.
Yeah, that's it. That's
rich and poor.
That's the only
and
thing.
I tried to tell somebody this the other day. Poor. There's no such thing as honestly. There's no such thing as rich. There's no such thing as poor. It's a mindset. Yeah, it's a mindset. Yeah. And that's it. You have a poor mindset and you have a rich mindset. That's who the righteous. That's what righteous is. You have a poor mindset or a rich mindset. You got to decide. You got to choose. You got to choose, man. Choose what side you want to be on, and that's what you stick with, and that's how you live. That's what you do. Conduct your life that way. And eventually this is what you're going to attract. You're going to attract people. Oh, shoot, damn, man, I'm into art too. And that person's into art. And you're going to attract like equals like. You're going to attract what you think about and what you feed yourself. But if you all day, I don't think I'm going to ever get out of here. I don't think this is right. They treat me wrong. They hate me. That's what the fuck you're going to go through. You're living in your reality. Like we talked about on another episode. Mm-hmm. Listen, man. But we got to end this, man.
Yeah.
This is the end of season 1, 40 episodes. Like I told you, we did it the Dolomite style, baby. We just fed you with all the shit, karate kicking, jokes, all of it, all in one. You know what I mean? Listen, I hope you enjoyed the season. And when we come back, I hope you tune in and you watch. And, I hope you're ready for the next season 2 of the Real and Unapologetic Podcast, the Real You Podcast, and TRUP. I hope you're ready for it because we're coming back hard, man. Like I said, catch up on the episodes that you missed.
Yep. Coming back bigger, badder, and better.
No doubt, man. So, listen, I'm the Unapologetic Reef.
And I'm the Real C.
Yeah, and we out of here, man.
We out.